Greetings, everyone. We're back. We've been gone for
a couple weeks.
Chris and I have been getting our butts kicked in work, but
I'll take the blame.
Oh, no, I'll take the blame, too. But welcome to another session of Cauldron of Dice. It is so nice to meet you, our little helpers. Before we roll into tonight's episode, as always, a quick shout out to our sponsor and a few announcements. Our sponsor, of course, is Dice Envy.
For the Dice Goblin.
For the Dice Goblin and you. Their featured dice right now are the Alpha and Omega set. They are amazing. Use our promo code Cauldron in all caps to get 10% off your first purchase with them. So thank you to Dice Envy. We love you, we appreciate you, and you deal with our shenanigans.
Love you too. Kisses.
Thank you.
Love you. Kisses. Also, I did change 2 rules that I would like all you know before we begin when it goes into flanking.
Is it burrito rules?
It's pretty, yeah. When flanking, it's
I got sponsored by Chipotle. Although I want to.
Flanking, it's no longer advantage. You get a +1 to your attack rolls and your damage rolls. And then for the other rule for me is I'm not going to say or ask, hey, what's your AC? Does this hit? I already have all their ACs set and written down. I'm just going to narrate to kind of keep the battles moving smoother instead of
the thematics of it.
Yes. So that's that. Adrian is working.
She'll probably be on later,
depending on how long this session goes. Hannah is getting a tattoo, so I don't know if she's
getting a tattoo. What's she getting?
It's a thick platypus
with a monocle and a top hat.
So, Fantastic Beasts, but just with a monocle and a top hat.
Dude, he a thick ass boy.
Yeah.
And then Ashley's with the newborn, so. Yep. But it's just going to be for the 4 of us right now. Chris will be playing as Mal if need be, and Pete will be playing as Cat Benatar. But with that, let us roll into tonight's session. So picking up where we last left off.
Which was a while ago.
Yeah, a couple moons.
A few Warforged had exited the keep and grabbed Alistair's body and kind of stopped the battle, seeing what was going on. Proceeded to send a message to the Council of Cardinals and Lady Jayla that Alistair had fallen, and then took his dead body to his airship, the Celestial Noir. During that time, Rayless Helps had made their way back up to Drinma's airship, seeing that all of the crew except for Jorlin and Alrin were dead. Proceed to do a mass burial, and Drinma sung Leaves on the Vine. Ass. Respect.
Respect to Uncle Iroh.
Yep. After that, Alrin kind of wanted to get back for damaging his ship and killing your guys' friends. And as that time happened, Cat Benatar had discovered a letter on Lupin's person that was from the Council of Cardinals, that he, in fact, was working for the Council.
Gasp, you should.
Gasp, you should. To which Dreamo did not take that well and went into her quarters and pulled out Uzo.
It's always a different liquor.
Yeah. Started to drink,
Always
but then
liquor, but it's the only one she has.
Yeah, only one she's got.
That's all I got.
And then you guys proceed to try to figure out what you're doing, and Merrick's, with the sending stone on Kavir's person, had sent a message saying he would triple your guys' pay if you guys would get him the hell out of the situation he's in. Knowing that he is in the capital of Thrain, which is Flame Keep, you knew your destination and knew what you had to do. And Drinma, knowing a few friends that are a part of this resistance known as the Throne Holders, decided to take the ship to the east, but before you even did that, you gave chase to the Celestio Noir. And did an airship-to-airship battle, hooking it to your ship with one of the ballistas, and then...
It all went perfectly to plan.
Decided to kill the captain, and as the ship went down, decided to drag your ship down.
And then it was, oh shit.
Kavir, using his very powerful cantrip from his patron, suffered a side effect from it. But you guys cut the line, stabled the ship, and then made your way to the east of Flamekeep, where you saw Cal and Callan waiting for you.
Another Callan?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, great.
Stop it.
It's like John. It's like John and Eberron.
It's like a Smith. That's where we left last session. So, picking up, Rayless helps. What you doing?
Quick side note, quick sidebar. Someone, when I asked what their name was, they said John Smith, and I made the comment, "Oh, so you're just gonna lie to me?" And he didn't thought that was funny at all.
Really?
Really? It was cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Excuse me, sir, your name? And he goes, John Smith. And I'm like, okay, so you're gonna lie to me, okay?
It's almost just like how, like in like Avatar: Last Airbender, on those like Tales from Ba Sing Se episode where Zuko is like, hey, or the girl's asking him, like, hey, what's your name? It's Lee. And Lee is basically like John Smith over in the Fire Nation. He's
so awesome.
Like, my name's John Smith.
Okay, thank you for that sidebar. I had to get that out.
You're welcome.
All right, so we're meeting Cal and Callan.
You guys have, the airship's not, again, there is not a dock, so the airship is still hovering, but you guys had descended from the rope to meet up with Drinma's associates, Cal and Callan.
What time is it right now?
It's about 5 o'clock. With the travel you've done and almost breaking your airship, it's about 5 o'clock in the evening.
Kabir's gonna look over here at Drinma and say, this. While we're having our ship here worked on, any chance we might be able to make some changes here to this rope ladder? This is a pain in the ass to have to try to climb up and down here like way too many times. I don't know how you do it.
I agree with you, Kavir, because climbing up and down that rope in armor,
Well,
not fun.
How do you think I got all these ripply muscles right here? I'm just sitting. I imagine we can maybe do something. Maybe an elevator.
Escalator?
Escalators are very nice, yes.
I mean, come on, it's 998YK. Let's go with them.
For God's sakes, we're putting people on Mars. Well, Cal?
Drinma, you couldn't come at a worse/better time. What do we owe the visit back home?
I'd love to explain why our maybe untimely approach, but I think now's not the time. We need to quickly find some sort of shelter, some place not so public.
All right. Cal looks at Callan. Get everything set up. We'll be right there. I'll deal with the airship. And then turns back to you, Drinma. Your ship looks a bit damaged. Needs repairs, I assume.
Funny thing is, she just got repairs before we left, and we have a nice little welcome. And look at that.
Took a few cannonballs.
Just a few.
Just a few. Well, is it still Olerin?
I'm sorry, what?
Is it still Olerin piloting for you?
Yeah, Olerin is still piloting. Yes, he's maybe a little worse for wear, but he's okay.
You see him cup his hands. Olerin, 5 miles north. We'll take care of your ship. You see Olrin's head lean over. Oh, all right, Cap. Good luck! You see him pull up the rope and slowly start to take the ship to the north. Cal looks at all of you. All right, come on, quickly. And leads you to...
I know that place very well. Do.
Yeah, do. The flaming... Oh, nope, that's the wrong note. That's the wrong area. Sorry.
So many notes.
Flaming!
Only been doing this for how many months? It feels like a year.
It feels like a year.
About a year, not time. The year of...
Takes you to Centaur's Rest, which is a tavern, but Drinma, you would know this as... It's an inn, it's a tavern, but there is a basement where the throne holders meet in secret. This is their base of operations.
Has Drinma been there before?
She has.
I would assume if she does, that she's...
Yeah.
Well, it's been quite a while since I've stepped foot in there.
Well, glad you're back, but like I said, couldn't have had a worse time, but we're going to use this to our advantage. You see Cal look around to make sure you guys have nothing out of the ordinary, and kind of starting to calm down, opens the door. All right, all of you, come on, get in quickly.
Quick.
As you walk in, it's not too busy. There's about 5 to 6 people just drinking either their sorrows away or drinking just to drink.
I mean, what else is there another reason why you need to drink?
Hell no.
Okay.
Drinking is fun. But he guys lead you to the back area of this.
While we're walking right there, Cal, I assume all drinks are on you, right?
Yes.
They usually are. If memory serves me right, I think they usually are. Go. Okay. Two ales.
The bartender grabs 2 mugs, fills them with ale, and hands them to you.
Okay. Drinma just picks them both up and starts drinking from both of them.
Looks at Cal. Tab. Yes, Tab. Come on. Proceeds to lead you guys to the back and lifts up a rug, which has a little floor door that he opens up.
Trapdoor.
Trapdoor, thank you. Words are hard.
Some would say, it's a trap!
It's a trap!
Door.
Oh, God.
It's a trap! Door. Love it.
I had to.
That's so good.
I had to.
Good on you. High five. Bam.
Bam. Y'all going down?
Yeah.
Yeah. Drinma's gonna go down because she doesn't know what to expect.
Kavir's kind of following here in tow, but still kind of like suspicious of this kind of stuff. I mean, he's seen like trapdoor, like secret entrances and secret escapes here. But he kind of also knows that it's not really something that you see very often, and because of that, he's kind of here on edge and kind of trying to be able to get a better look for like the other patrons there at the bar. What can he be able to discern from the people around there?
Make an insight check.
All right, 1 sec.
Come on, first roll of the night.
First roll, here we are. That's a 17.
17.
Nice.
Half of them really are just drinking and you and I have been to bars a lot. You know those people that just drink and stay the hell away from me while I drink? Don't talk to me. I don't want to smoke a cigarette with you. I don't want to talk about, don't want to be sociable. I'm here to drink. Half of them are that. The other half, one is in Silver plate armor. You would know this. You would assume with that this is a Templar or a Knight of the Silver Flame that has just gotten done with his shift or getting ready to go to his shift.
It's funny how that works like that.
Yeah. Other than that, they're kind of not really focused on you guys.
Okay. So, are we kind of doing this more like discreetly, or is it still, like bright in the, like right in like the open, like, hey, trapdoor, everyone?
No, you guys go into the back. So there's this little
party, party, everyone.
Party, come on. No, there's a back door that you guys walk into, which would be the storage area. So where they keep their ales, wines, and all whiskeys and all that. And it's in the center of all that. So you guys walked into the storage room and he lifts up the trapdoor.
Okay. So we're kind of, like out of sight from everyone else who from like prying eyes then.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm following here in suit.
Okay. Cal proceeds to lead you guys downstairs, and you walk down a tunnel for about 2 minutes and get into a large room with a bunch of tables, a giant map of the capital of Flame Keep, and there's about 20 to 25 people there, kind of just waiting. And as Cal walks in, they all stop talking to each other and then look as they see Drinma and all of you behind her. Well, lads, Drinma's back.
It's like I never left, huh? No, wait. She walks in, she goes, "You son of a bitch, I'm in."
Nice.
Gotta throw a Rick and Morty reference in there somewhere.
That's Drinma's catchphrase.
That was 2 weeks ago.
It's like kicks in the door like, boom, daddy's home.
Jesus.
Wow.
So, you said there's like people. Do they have a distinguishing look? Is it like humans? Is it elves? Is it like...
All of them are humans.
Okay.
Mostly male, aging from 25 to about 35, so young.
So, Drinma's the...
3 of them are well-dressed, so you would know them as nobles.
Mm-hmm.
Which is how the throne holders are able to be financed.
Okay.
For their operations of their coup, basically.
Mm-hmm.
They are all just staring at you and very silent, and Cal breaking the silence. Well, Drinma, I told you couldn't come at a better time or a worse time, so I'm not even gonna beat around the bush. We have a plan. And now that you've shown up, we would like to use you for this plan.
Well, don't keep me in the dark. Let's hear it. Wait, first off. I know I've kind of been away for a little while. So if anyone has any problems with me being here, keep it to your fucking self. We've been through shit. We're all here for a purpose. Savvy.
They'll all just stare at you.
Staring at the nobles while she says it.
Yeah, they stare back at you and just, without even saying anything, they just nod their head. It's like, okay.
All right. Now that we're all friends again, tell us what's going on.
Well,
also, too, by the way, my crew that none of you have met at all either. Don't mind them. Go ahead, continue.
Okay. Drinma, are you alright?
I've had a hell of a day.
I can tell.
As she takes a sip from one of the ales in her hand.
Well, we know that if we were to try to overthrow the council with bloodshed, the people would not, for lack of better terms, fall in line.
Let's not rule that out. Not the strongest lead, but let's not rule that out.
But we do think we have information on the council and their dealings with certain individuals. If we can gather that evidence and we're be able to procure Lady Jayla away from the council, we could present her with this evidence and show her that this theocracy isn't right, that Diani should take the throne back.
And how do you propose we procure Lady Jayla?
Would you like a good answer or a bad answer?
One that doesn't involve anybody dying.
Well, kidnapping.
She is a kid.
I was about to say, she's a kid, so...
She's only 11.
But with you showing up, I think we have a new opportunity. They know you're here. If I know you're here, they know you're here, Drinma.
I think it was pretty obvious that I've made my presence.
2 airships clashing outside the city probably didn't help.
Nah, that didn't help either, but...
It's not just another day in Eberron.
So here's our idea. Tomorrow, the council, Jayla, Diani, and 2 people I've never seen before. One's a dwarf and another is a human bearing the sigil of the Cannith House, are going to have a meeting in Flamekeep.
Pardon me, but who is this individual with the Cannith?
Someone thought to be dead.
Someone have a name?
I believe, if my sources were correct, the name was... hold on. This is on one of my tabs I have to pull up. Sorry, guys.
That's quite the name. Family name?
Yes. Family name.
Family name? Hold up, I need to pull it up. It's on one of my tabs.
So that's not his Christian name, then.
Yes.
What's
First of his
What's his
name?
newborn name?
There it is. Starin.
Starin. It's kind of a cool name.
Starrin.
Starin the Cannith.
Starin D. Cannith, yes.
Does that name ring any bells?
Yeah, that rang any bells to me either.
Make history checks.
Okay, I'm awful at history, so, you never know.
Make a history check as well, or would Vishara just no clue?
You would have no clue.
14.
18.
This name would ring a bell to both of you. You know his nickname as the Gorgon. He was the last patriarch of House Cannith, and everyone believed he perished on the day of mourning. This is why House Cannith is their own branches now. They have no formal leader. That's why Merrick's and his brothers and cousins are at odds and ends. But Starin was believed to have died during the day of mourning.
That's 2 people that we know that should be dead, but aren't.
You said a dwarf. Did you happen to catch a name for them?
That I did not catch a name for. Older looking dwarf. His red beard and hair is starting to gray.
I think that describes every dwarf I've ever met.
So he's older. What?
You know what you're doing.
You can fuck off.
I make a really cool dwarf name. Make a fuck off.
But they're meeting tomorrow. If you all need to rest, because it looks like you've been through hell, we'll get you some food, and then we'll go over the plans tonight. Rest. Well, your plan is easy. Drinma and your crew. It's time to go to the cathedral.
I'll definitely need to replenish some magic for that.
Well, that's why you're going to rest, and the meeting's tomorrow. Drinma, if you show up, you can stall. Give us time to do what we need to do. And when our job is complete, we'll create a distraction and you guys get the hell out of there.
Please finish talking in this assembly. We wish to have a private word, but after everyone has after you've adjourned this meeting.
Of course. Turns back around and looks at the rest of the group. If our information is correct, gentlemen, this is going to be, well, the deciding factor in this. This could help us secure the throne for our queen and disband this theocracy, this council, especially Cardinal. Boop.
Cardinal Boop.
Cardinal Boop.
Know him very well. His boopiness.
Crozin. There we go. Cardinal Crozin. Drinma, you know Crozin. He is the leader of the Council of Cardinals. His title is High Cardinal Crozin.
Okay.
And you know Crozin kind of thinks himself as a king. Like, this throne is his. Like, Jayla's the figurehead, but all of this is his.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Drinma, I know there's the council and all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anyone else we need to be worried about?
Well, frankly, anyone that Cathedral could be a problem. You know, we know that, well, Cardinals are very dangerous people. They could have recruited a battalion of mercenaries for all we know. There's a couple that do believe in a cause and do believe that Jayla is right to the throne to rule, but a bunch of them are just corrupt to the core. It's kind of part of the reason why, well, strongly distrust them and frankly dislike them. But they dislike me, so I mean, that's fair.
The feelings are mutual.
Yeah.
Jayla, they don't dislike you. They're just mad you left.
Mean Drinma?
Drinma.
Jayla.
I looked at Jayla and then looked up. I'm like fucking up all night tonight. Awesome. Drinma, they don't hate you. They're just mad you left.
I'm sure there's some animosity towards me that they're obviously not welcoming me with opening arms, and after a little stuff.
They listen to Alistair the most.
That concerns me a lot.
Where is he, by the way?
So, funny story.
He was dead, then he wasn't.
How do you feel about people that should be dead and then aren't dead? Like I said, it seems like we now have someone else that should be dead and is not.
Drinma, how long did we fight against the Carnathians?
Out of game.
Are you saying he was influenced by necromancers? Or are you saying he
It
just...
involved some kind of crystal being shoved into his chest.
It was dark. It was dark magic.
And then he walked out of a ruined, exploded airship.
Great.
Yeah.
So he'll probably be at Flameskeep by the end of the day.
Well, that brings an interesting question. Basically, this abomination is now going to be the protector of the keep that stands against everything we've ever believed in. And they have no issue with him at their side.
You see one of the fine-dressed nobles kind of chime up. Excuse me? What'd the crystal look like?
It was...
It looked like it was...
What do you got?
About size of a hand. Like a greenish, with a bit of yellow around the center.
You see him kind of sigh and reach into his pocket. Like this.
Drinma pulls out her greatsword immediately.
Okay. As you do that, about 5 of them pull out their swords and point at you.
Where did you get that?
I didn't get it, I stole it.
Drinma still clutching sword in hand. You need some explaining. Like I said, it's been a very bad day for me.
It's...
Started out okay, ended with most of her crew dead.
I'm hoping it's going to be like a better day sandwich, like it's good, then bad, and then good again. So...
You might want to keep talking.
Will you be the bottom bread of that sandwich?
Can you put the sword away?
Reluctantly, she sheathes the great sword.
This is one of 3. Alistair apparently had the other one. I've been doing my research on it, and it's not a true dragon shard. It's manufactured.
Manufactured?
Synthetic.
Synthetic.
Yes. Sicily.
So, how is it?
Used.
How does it look like that?
I don't know. I haven't gotten that far in my research, but I know it is not of the magic that flows throughout all of Eberron. It's man-made.
You see Vishara just kind of like step further away from it.
If you're saying Alistair embedded into his chest and now he's alive again, then whatever created this or whoever created this is dealing with some very, very powerful shit. And also some scary shit.
And you know for a fact that there are only 3.
Here, that I know of, there could be dozens more.
That's a problem.
So you're saying here, 3 here in Thrain? Or Flamekeeper, where?
Well, in Flamekeep, I think there was only 3. So with Alistair having 1, that makes 2, and then the other one is at the cathedral.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Do we know who's in possession of it there at the cathedral?
No.
Tell me, what
Reports have said it's been stolen.
What have you been able to learn about the property of these shards?
A lot of different magics coming from all schools into them. Aberration, conjuration, necromancy. And something else, something dark. But I don't know.
Well, go ahead. That makes sense. That looking at Kavir, well, that makes sense. If Alistair knew that he might have been walking into certain death, having something like this would make it convenient to walk out of there. Maybe not the same person he was, but at least some sort of living.
I'm sorry.
I definitely don't think he is at all the person he was.
Definitely not.
I think he's the polar opposite of what he was.
Sir, what was your name again?
My name is Zollin.
Olin.
Zollin.
Zollin.
Zolin.
My apologies, Zollin. My name is Kavir. I hail, well, from Sharn. However, I've done multiple studies of the arcane here in general, and also have had my share. Actually, especially over the last very short while. I in no way consider myself an expert over this, but I've always learned that a second set of eyes may be a bit more useful when conducting this type of. If you wouldn't mind, I would very much.
Zolan kind of looks to Cal, and Cal just nods his head, walks up and slowly puts on the table. If you can find out anything that I don't know, it would help us.
Of course. And Kavir's gonna walk over, pick it up.
Okay.
Anything discernible that he can be able to tell there immediately?
It almost looks like the crystal you carry.
Interesting. Well, I can't exactly say that this is actually the first one like this that I've come across. I've seen some here over different, over many of my different commissions here over the past. Actually, I should be able to maybe perhaps introduce myself a little bit more. I'm a bounty hunter, part of the guild within Sharn. And specifically hunting down that of the arcane, or specifically of the occult.
Do you have a brother?
I do.
Was he recently here? Cal just kind of starts looking at you, Kavir.
Describe him.
Human? Male? Was in his 40s, I believe. He was hired by the Council of Cardinals to retrieve a shard that was stolen from them, but he couldn't find it. Kind of got an earful from the Council. Or people.
Nope, not him at all. Doesn't sound like him at all. None.
And who is this gentleman here to you?
No one. We just had our people on the inside had been relaying information that this human, this bounty hunter, had been hired by the council, and whatever he had been hired to do, he couldn't fulfill the job. And then left on the lightning rail.
Did you have any others leave on the lightning rail as well?
Of ours, no.
Well, yes. He was my brother. Corbin is his name. A good man. And in fact, actually, one of the better members here of the guild. He's actually one who brought me along.
Well, with all due respect, we're kind of glad he failed. If he did find whatever the council was looking for, it probably would have not helped us in our mission, our job, what we're trying to do here.
Real quick sidebar, Kavir. Is that this shard that Zolan has? That's not what your brother was looking for, correct? Is there another item? Was it another shard or item that he was looking for?
My brother was looking there for a shard,
but not
what they're saying is
right.
And what they're saying is that, based on the descriptions, that it's actually ringing true to what is right here in my hands. And if he was looking here for this, honestly, I'm very confused by all of this. I want to know why he was looking at it. Last time I tried to speak to him on this, he was very mum. And then, well, the incident there with the lightning rail. Which I'm beginning to wonder if those two were by any chance connected.
And it's interesting to note that if he had succeeded, he still would have gone on that lightning rail back to Sharn, correct?
Yes, but maybe not around the same time. Which creates another variable here in the equation.
But even him failing in his task, he would still have quite a bit of information.
Considerably. You and I may want to consider possibly making contact here with him. See what else he might know.
He might add some valuable information, especially if we're going to, storm the keep. Might be able to tell us something that we don't know.
Kavir is going to look over here at the rest of the individuals there around the table. Do you mind terribly if I step out here in the hall? I'd like to try and be able to make contact here in confidence here with my brother. Is that fine for you?
It's not a problem to us. Again, the more information we have, the better off we are for tomorrow. So, by all means.
Of course. And Kavir is going to start walking out, also while holding the shard here as well.
Yeah.
While he's happening, while he's doing that too, are people filing out of that room, or is everyone just still sitting in a?
They're about to they're kind of almost as soldiers. They're kind of waiting to be dismissed by Cal.
Gotcha.
And as Kavir leaves, Cal looks around. He's like, "All right, we've done everything we can for the day. You all know your jobs tomorrow. Get some sleep. Get some rest. Eat well. Don't overdrink. For the love of God, don't overdrink."
I think he's implying you, Drimna.
He's like, majority of you might die, so don't drink.
That's a great time.
Homes. You're all dismissed, and they are starting to be dismissed. So Cal is, as they're leaving and kind of passing Kavir as he walked out, it's just you guys and Cal.
Okay. Go ahead, Pete, if you wanted to do that.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Kavir's gonna pull out his sending stone for his brother Corbin.
Okay.
How many charges would be left on there? I don't believe he's trying to be able to make contact here that day.
No, he hasn't. Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Because you guys, since the day began, you literally did the assault on Agbar Keep. Did the burials? Wow, everyone just yawned at the same time. That was impressive.
I popped my finger.
Oh, you popped your fingers. Okay. But yeah, you have not tried to contact your brother today. So you still have 3 charges.
Okay. All right. Now, just to make sure I go get the name here right. So this group of rebels.
Rabbles.
They go by the name of who is it called?
Throne
Keepers?
Throne holders.
Throne holders. Okay. Okay. Yeah, he's gonna pull out his sending stone, and he's going to speak into it, saying,
"Okay,
Corvin, this is very important. Respond immediately. I have landed in Flames Keep. I have met with throne holders they have procured lost shard. I think that's all my 20 words.
Yeah.
And waiting for a response.
Okay.
Or is it 25 words?
It's 20.
20, okay.
Because it's a stone, yeah, it's 20. The message is received. But you don't get an immediate response.
He left you on scene.
I told him to respond immediately.
He's roaming. That's what's happening. He's got terrible connectivity.
Damn. Terrible coverage.
You kind of stand there for about a minute, 2 minutes, and you're kind of getting frustrated and a little worried because you, as you said, respond immediately. But you do get a reply. Sorry. Uldra and I found something. If throne holders have it, then something terrible may happen. From what I was told during my job, this is a shard of untapped, powerful magics. Be careful.
And that's the
end of the message.
I'm gonna respond back and say, Corbin, do you know exactly what this shard is capable of? I've come across similar ones, and I've seen one be put in action. It was horrifying. That's in my message.
You do get an immediate reply. Kabir, your guess is as good as mine. If you've seen one of these in action, and you say it's horrifying, then think of that. But if the council needs them, I can only imagine what for.
Nothing good.
That's the end of the message.
I'm gonna leave him on scene.
Jerk.
That's some brotherly love right there.
Move.
He thick.
Jesus.
Hannah posted the tattoo on Instagram.
That's a thick
and just
boy.
said, he thick.
Thick ass boy. Okay, so I'm gonna walk back there into the room. And
Okay.
I'm gonna look at the rest of our crew and say, yes, this shard is what Corbin was looking for. He knew that there were many untapped powers with it, but he didn't know exactly what. However, everything here that we've seen here with Alistair.
It's nothing good.
Exactly. So I'm curious as to what could happen with this. Either if we kept this here in our possession and for safeguard, or if there's three, and if they're anything like the other shards that we came across, I wonder if they can all be combined. And if so, what would happen here at that point? You all recall that what happened when I did something similar.
It feels like it was only hours ago.
Yes.
So, thought. I've never seen shards do what happened in my quarters. And understanding that this is some manufactured, artificially made shard that has this capability. It might be just exclusive to manufactured shards that have this combining effect. Which is good news. Means we can know if there's a shard that we see, or that we come across, we can know that if it's manufactured.
Yes.
But there's a couple things with that. One, means it's manufactured somewhere. It means there has to be someone that's knowledgeable enough to make this. It means there has to be a distributor. There's a whole network that would have to happen. A whole underground business. A whole underground operation just to make this happen. Just for this to be in your possession.
And seeing how there also is an individual from House Kenneth who is supposed to be dead, but is still also somehow here, still alive. I mean, and correct me if I'm wrong, but when they mentioned his name, Drinma, I feel like I saw like a flash of recollection with that name here with you as well. Is that correct?
Yes.
So we have another member here of House Kenneth who, if my memory serves me here correctly, was supposed to have perished here on the day of mourning, but in fact has not.
I remember
House Kenneth was one of the main reasons as to why this war was able to go on here for so long. And now all of a sudden they have, well, the Cardinals were in possession here of at least one of these shards. Alistair was in another. He has his relations here with the Cardinals here too. And yet we have a third here, which possibly is all three that we know of, and so we are told. All three of them are here. It's one of those things where how much coincidence needs to happen before it's no longer coincidence.
This shard seems to be the connection between Thrain, the connection to House DeCannith. Again, if there was an operation, it would make sense that DeCannith was somehow involved with this.
Exactly.
And the unnamed dwarf that they're having their meeting with as well. I mean, where does he fit in?
Exactly.
He could be the one that's supplying some sort of magics to them. I mean, I imagine that there would have to be some sort of unearthing. You would first probably have to have shards to even create artificial ones, right? I don't know, I'm just pulling that out of my ass. I have no idea.
You know what? I think I actually have an idea. And Kavir is going to place the shard there on the table and pull out his Book of Shadows.
Okay.
The pages, and he's going to take some loose chalk and start sketching out different like alchemical symbols there on the surrounding there there on the table with the shard in the center. He's going to, as a ritual cast, Identify. It'll take roughly about 11 minutes to do so.
Okay.
So I'm going to look at everyone here to say, I need a few minutes. Please don't try to be able to jump in.
Yeah, Cal, just take a step back right there. He needs his breathing room.
Cal kind of steps back and does keep a close eye on you, though. So you take the 11 minutes to cast it, drawing the symbols. It is magically imbued. It is necromantic. So of all the magical schools, it's necromancy,
Okay.
aberration, conjuration, and that's all you can glean from it by reading the identify spell. You can't like attune to it.
Okay, so something that does not require attunement. What spells are affecting it, and What are are any spells affecting it, and what are they?
There are no spells affecting it.
Okay. Any charges?
5.
5 charges. Okay. And if it was created by a spell, what spell created it?
It was not created by a spell.
Okay. So is this manufactured then? Okay.
Makes sense.
All right. And one of the things I'll says here too is that I also would know how to do it.
Yeah, you can't attune to it. It's not something that is you attune to it. It's just a
Shard.
A manufactured shard.
Okay. But I can't be able to tell like what kind of spells that it controls then.
Is he able to determine why it looks like his?
No, you cannot determine why it looks like his.
I really want a Deus Ex Machina moment right now. No, I'm kidding.
Like right about
now.
That would ruin the mystery of it.
That would. Do you relay that, Pete?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna relay all.
Okay. Well, it seems that we have something of, frankly, raw magical energies.
Which is never a good thing.
I mean, think of the possibilities. I mean, think of what you could power things with something like this. It's like a big, I'll just pick a word, battery. They don't exist here, but I just thought of it right on the spot. This could be used to...
That was probably the initial idea, Drinma. But look at what it did to Alistair.
Well, it's probably not meant for humans to shove into their fucking chest hole.
I didn't know humans had a chest hole.
You didn't know that?
You didn't know that?
Show you mine.
It's like it's the 5th hole. It's very, very small and very secretive.
You broke Chris.
Awesome. The DM finally gets to break.
Oh, the chest hole. That's all we had to find. That's all. It was all.
That should be the title of the
The hole has been inside you the whole time.
It is W-H... Oh, no, actually H-O-L-E. The hole has...
Yeah, H-O-L-E.
The secretive hole.
Okay.
That 2 or 3?
2.
So... There's...
Javir's gonna look up and say, I'm sorry, everyone, I need a minute, and he's gonna walk out, back out there in the hallway, make sure he's kind of there, like, by himself here again.
Are you taking are you taking your shard with you?
I am this time.
Okay.
And once I'm out there in the hallway, I'm gonna pull out the other shard. My other shard.
Your shard.
Yes. I'm gonna concentrate there for a few seconds, kind of just block everything else out, and try to be able to make contact here with my patron.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say, my fair lady, I have come into contact with a shard that you and I have recently spoke about. The synthetic shard. That is similar in looks and size of, well, yours. Is there anything you can be able to tell me about this?
A few moments pass, and you hear that familiar voice inside your head. It's me. It's a part of me. Hold it closer.
And I do.
You watch as your shard and the synthetic shard, so if like you're holding them like this, they're starting to glow a little brighter.
So I'm gonna start bringing them closer and closer. What does my patron have to say?
Not yet. Don't combine them. While it is me, it is not truly me. Whatever this is, my essence, my magic, is the base of it.
But no trouble.
Oh, fuck you.
So you're saying that they can be combined?
They can, but mine are of my power, my purest form of my essence. This has been fabricated, twisted,
Tainted.
Ooh.
tainted,
I like a good tainted.
right in the taint.
Wow.
I wanted to see what would happen.
Yeah, there you go. Tread the waters.
The taint waters.
Ew.
It goes ew. Oh, come on, you haven't had a dip in taint water, man? It's like the new gamer one.
What, have you not bought Daphne's bath water?
Belle Delphine.
Belle Delphine.
Bella Delphine, what the fuck her name is.
Oh,
She's back.
Madame.
Have you not seen the Tekashi 6ix9ine video of her
No.
back?
Oh god, no, thank god I haven't. Anyway, back on things that are actually fun to talk about.
Fair enough.
So is there any determination as to what properties may have been added to this? Potentially to
Make an Arcana check. You're trying to figure out like how someone is synthetically making dragon shards.
Arcana, here we go. That's a 14.
14.
Ooh, it's not an Arcana, that's an Arcanta. Haha.
Arcantica.
It's really hard. Like, again, this is new to you, and with your patron's help, if her power, if her soul is the base of this, you can deduce that. She's told you that answer, but how they're able to synthetically make a magical dragon shard, you can't really grasp this. This is something that is new to the world. This is new to you. For someone who's been a bounty hunter of the occult, of the arcana, of defectors, this is new. And it is terrifying.
You should be getting
Well,
TV scared.
Well, my fair lady, I'm gonna try and be. Can't hear. I'll be in contact. But if you can think of anything else that might be able to assist, obviously much.
Of course. You've been doing very well for me. Be safe. I would hate to see you fall.
Always. And I put the shard away, and I make my way back there into the room with it.
Okay.
Can she have a
During that time, during that like 5-minute span, during mode, what do you want to say to Cal?
I'm also gonna go put Logan to bed now too. Here, so
Okay, yeah, perfect.
Sure. Well, Cal, how do you like my ruffians?
They're weird, Drimma.
Well, frankly,
Derek was kind of like standing in the back, just kind of
as we're saying this in front of you,
giggling.
yes.
Yeah, a dragonborn, a cat, a literal cat, a half elf, and I assume human.
Yep.
Okay, something was off about you.
And a rock.
It's weird.
And a rock.
And a rock, a literal rock that looks like a person. It's weird.
This isn't the strangest rock that we've seen today either.
Again, 2 years we've been at peace, and in these past few weeks, Drinma, what the hell is going on?
Well, as much as I'd love to tell you.
Do they know
detail,
what you are?
Of course they do. They're part of my crew now.
He looks past Drinma and looks at the rest of you. What is she?
Hello, fighter.
Oh, for God's sakes.
I can't help it if they don't pay attention.
Drinma, what? You've been gone for a long time. After Shadowcar, you basically fucked off. And then you sided with us, which I'm glad you have. You haven't sent us any new information. You've been gone for a month. You took a job from some random old man.
And to be fair, he fucked off too.
Drinma.
It's a little crazy right now. I understand your concern. But know this. We are going to be frankly doing something very crazy tomorrow.
So why did you come back? Again, of all times. Please, do not mistake me for being happy that you're back and you're helping us, but of all times, now you come back.
I've seen the chaos that has been gripping this world for the last couple years, and it's kind of just ever since I really took this job that I kind of see we're somehow in the middle of this chaos. And that somehow we can make a difference.
Well,
And also 2 members of our party got kidnapped and they're being held in...
There was also that part as well, yes. That was a nice, gentle...
Oh God, there's more of you.
I mean... We got Mal, the rock. There's...
She was one of the ones that was kidnapped, but then there were 2 others.
Who were the other 2?
A Psyforged and a member of House Canna.
I'm sorry. Can you back up?
No, you heard
No.
Crazy weather we had today too, by the way.
Great weather and a airship being blown out of the sky and crashing.
So mostly cloudy, yes, because of
the last bit. A Kenneth. Which Kenneth?
Eric?
Yeah. Do you know Merrick's?
Leader of the Canuck South. Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought he was of the North. My bad. My information was slightly off.
You're telling me he's here, and there's another Canucks here.
I'm not.
To be fair, I don't think Merrick's came willingly.
I'm not saying that he is, but doesn't change anything.
No, doesn't change anything. Just makes it a little more difficult. Why were you working with Merrick's?
So
He lost Psyforged.
yeah, so I don't know if you knew this. Since we're kind of talking
What's
about
his Psyforged?
we're talking about new things now. Similar.
Forged psychic.
Yeah.
That's the short answer.
So to add to the short answer, that means that there's a creation forge that is still active.
Again, I'm not saying.
Oh, Drinma.
I think we just made things more complicated, Drinma.
Nothing has changed.
No, nothing has changed. We need to get Lady Jayla out. Show her the info that hopefully we procure tomorrow, and show her that the council is clearly not the right people or the right group to be in charge of our country.
That brings up another interesting question. Lady Jayla has to be seeing what's been going on in Thrain, right?
No. They keep her out. She's the figurehead. She does her little pilgrimages around Thrain of Flame Keep.
But they don't give her any access.
The Blood Regent is there to give her opinion. But when it comes down to it, it's the Council of Cardinals that make the decision.
Does the Blood Regent have a name?
Yes.
Diani
Irwarian.
I feel that we should be concerned about her safety in this. She is the rightful ruler.
And that's why you're going to the meeting, because if shit goes south, you protect her. When she dies, all this is for nothing.
When's the last that we've made contact or seen her?
Today. She informed us of this meeting with this Kenneth that was supposed to be dead, and this dwarf.
Because with our approach to Flames Keep, it only puts her in greater danger.
Drinma, do you have any information of why the council would be so defensive? Why they think a war is coming when there should be no war?
War is inevitable, unfortunately.
I
fear that things have been in motion for quite a while.
What do you know of the Overlords?
We're from Thrain, everything. They ruled Eberron, and Lady Tira Miran
apparently
sacrificed her body and helped the Coatholes defeat the Overlords and seal them, and that is what the Silver Flame is. A seal.
Apparently someone is trying to break the seals.
It's impossible. The flame would have to die.
That's not the only one.
No, for the Overlords, the Silver Flame is the seal.
Apparently not. Apparently there's a seal in the marches.
That is not the seal you're thinking of. That is for the Zoriat seal.
Okay.
That is for the realm of Zoriat.
Well, I remember Mal saying something about having to protect the seal.
Yes. The seal that seals away Zoriat, so the Mind Flayers.
Okay.
The Beholders.
Okay.
That's the seal.
That's the aberrations. Okay.
That is you're thinking of the Zoriat seal.
Okay.
This is the seal of the Overlords.
Okay.
All the Overlords were sealed by the Silver Flame.
Okay.
Your heart was in the right spot.
On that.
Your heart was in the right spot.
In the right spot.
Only if you took notes.
Wreck on that.
I would have fucked that up as well, so it's okay.
To be fair, Ashley was not very clear on that.
She's shrouded in mystery. She is an.
She literally just said, "I have to protect the seal." So,
I'm not letting you retcon. I'm just saying, as the DM, that's not the seal she was talking about.
Okay, well, she should have been clear.
It's a cute little baby seal.
I was trying to help you. It's like Cal is saying, "No, you're wrong." I'm not trying to mansplain you, but you're wrong.
Okay.
Mansplain.
No. Just forget I said that.
That's good.
Is she alright, Drinma?
She...
Oh, no, we're not retconning that.
You... Bashara?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just got my seals mixed up.
It's been a crazy... Again, it feels like months. It's only been...
A few hours, days, weeks.
A few days. There's a lot, like I said, we're kind of been thrust into the middle of all this, and we just couldn't sit idly by and let,
What did that old man want?
Well, frankly, it has something to do with, I'm blanking on the name. Not Badlands.
Draconic prophecy.
Draconic prophecy.
Thank you. Yeah. And what is it? Land of Mourning?
The
Mournland.
The Mournland.
Mournland. That's
what Ciri used to be. That was the nation of Ciri, and then that's what ended the war. Something
completely blanking on the name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it has to do with the Draconic prophecy in the Mournlands.
Well, I don't know. Well, anyway, your job tomorrow is basically walk to Flame Keep. Get in that meeting. You'll get in. That's the easy. Just try to draw it out for as long as you can. Give us the time we need to gather the information.
So, game plan. So for us is that we will approach the front gate of Flames Keep.
Of the cathedral, yes.
Cathedral, yeah, yep. So we'll go to the cathedral. They will let us in because Baller.
You're you.
I am me. I am I. Am I? I am I. Have this meeting. Try to stall as long as we can.
Or find any information out that we don't know of. Why a Kenneth that should be dead is alive, and who the hell this dwarf is.
Mm-hmm. And then there will be a signal.
There will be a signal.
Do you want to elaborate on what a signal? Is it a bird call? Is it a firework?
A smoke gun will go off. When you see the red smoke, we're done.
Okay. And we'll just walk out? Are we trying to...
Well, we'll cause some chaos that will probably get the guard to shuffle off the council and Lady Jayla and the Blood Regent off, but this isn't we're trying to overthrow tomorrow. This is to get all the information we need.
Okay.
To secure this.
If you want me to go in there and start killing, I mean, I'm not opposed to the idea.
Well, Drinma, you know how plans work. You make the plan, you follow the plan goes off the rails, throw out the plan and improvise.
That sounds about right.
So, have your sword ready.
That's about how all of our plans go.
Well, great. So, have your sword ready. I'm not telling you to go. I'm just saying, don't start with killing people. But if it gets to that, go nuts.
Kavir walks in just when he hears, don't start with killing people. And I walk in. As soon as he walks in, he looks over and says, oh, well, nothing's changed here then.
Welcome back.
It's so fucking good. Walks in at the worst time.
Yep, walks in at the worst possible time. We have some beds prepared for you, for all 6 of you. Get some rest. We'll meet up in the tavern tomorrow morning and then proceed with the plan. Drinma, it's great to have you back. To the rest of you, it's nice to meet you. You're still all a little weird to me, but it's nice to meet you. And with that, Cal takes the giant map of the cathedral, rolls it up, and proceeds to walk out.
Charming fellow.
Kavir, did you find out anything else about the shard? While you were meditating out in the hallway?
Yes, as a matter of fact. I learned that it has properties to a being that was at one point viewed as a god. There's some bit of divinity in this. However, it is also 100% manufactured. just like how we all kind of came here to that theory, it is now a conclusion of that. However, the basis, or its essence, draws from that level of divinity. However, this god was not always viewed not really always viewed as best. So, if they're using these powers here and their intention, some reason, perhaps some level of corruption here would maybe its foundation. If you follow along what I'm saying.
Sort of. Do you have the name of this divinity or god or whatever?
I do. Sul-Katesh.
I've heard that name before, right? Because... Okay. Well...
Does that name mean anything to any of you?
Do I need to roll an Arcana check?
This would be a history check. This is lore.
Okay.
I don't know if Drinma would know that. I mean, she would.
With your backstory, you might.
Give me a roll one then.
That's a 23.
23.
Jesus.
Okay.
I have a +5 in history, so that helps.
Excellent day.
That's an 8.
8. Drunma, you know it's an overlord name.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't know which overlord.
Mm-hmm.
Vishara. This is the overlord of arcane and knowledge. She is a sorceress that controlled the magics of the world.
Kind of a big deal in some circles, it sounds like. People know me.
I can see how she would be viewed in a bad light, considering she's an overlord.
Yes.
Yeah, it has power indeed. And as much as I would love to find out just the inner workings of it, we have a big job tomorrow. Basically trying to get as much information as we can. I would like to be cutting some heads off. Again, that's plan B, but we're gonna try to stick to plan A as close as we can.
Yeah, I would like for people not to die.
I came a little bit
I only
late
have
here.
one ability to revive someone.
Well, I'm not worried about us. They should be worried about us, but I'm not worried about us.
So I kind of walked in a little bit late there. I assumed that the original plan obviously was not killing as many people here as we can.
No.
No.
Apparently we're supposed to get into this meeting tomorrow.
Who are the players?
An unknown dwarf, a member of House Cannith, who was supposedly dead. Blood Regent
The Blood Regent,
of Thrain,
Diana.
Council of Cardinals,
and
and
the
Lady.
Council of Cardinals, and Lady Jayla.
So kind of everyone
lot of
there's
people.
a big deal.
Well then. So we all
Apparently
get
we're
back
supposed to
moving.
stall for as long as possible. Somehow.
Well,
I mean, I know a few magic tricks, but I can't exactly say that we're gonna that's gonna be able to buy us a lot of time.
I mean, Kavir, you're an excellent talker. I feel that I'll need someone to be my wingman.
I think we need to save the magic tricks and the swords for if things go south.
I mean, Lady Jayla is also 11 too, so I'm sure she likes the occasional parlor trick.
Well, I can do much more than just parlor tricks. However, I can do a few things. And I whip my fingers together and I cast prestidigitation Again, to them, start my hands.
She'll love it.
Love it. All right. Is there anything you guys want to do before you take your long rest and rest up for the night?
Nope.
No, I think I'm all good. Kavir, you all good? All right.
For now, yes.
But now,
Okay.
Are we staying inside here? Or are we going back here to the ship?
We're sleeping
they
here.
have
They
prepared
beds
rooms.
here for us.
Almost like we were expected.
almost.
Be careful. I typically don't try to get involved with any kind of potential coups, rebellions here for that matter. Can't even say why I'm even joining in on this one, especially here for free. But seeing how we all have a bit more of a secondary interest, I'm willing to let that kind of pass. Watch your drinks tonight. I don't exactly trust this place anymore. I know, which is
Right.
All right.
Start drinking.
So you all drink and kind of like try to cope with the events of that happened today. Proceed to make your way to your rooms. Al is not taking a long rest. Al is going to take a short rest and start working on Ironheart. So Al is going to take a point of exhaustion and try to fix up Ironheart.
Oh, the Warforged.
The Warforged that you guys met at Chance's.
It only has an upper half.
Kind of dissected on the ship.
Yes. So Al is going to take a 2-hour rest, but then spend the rest of the night trying to work on Ironheart. I will do the roll.
How much for robot legs? What do you have to roll for robot legs?
Yeah,
Slider robot legs.
made a robot leg, Jack.
Wait, why can't I roll?
Tinkering checks.
Why can't I roll?
Click hard.
Dexterity and add proficiency modifier.
Yeah, no, but it's not letting me roll on the site. Fucking assholes.
Hit refresh.
Oh, yeah, I should probably.
Because you did switch your
Roll
dice.
1,000 d20s and let the site crash.
Okay, there we go. Clear. Alright. Okay. So that happens. Vishar, anything you want to do? Or are you just going straight to bed?
I'm gonna go to bed.
Alright.
Go
You
bed
take
back.
your long rest. You can't dream. You get your long rest.
I get my long rest. Cool.
Cat Benatar is good.
Okay.
Gets her long rest. She dreams of her target, and that's Sigil. The House Canis Sigil.
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 Hmm.
There you go.
Kavir. Anything you do before your long rest?
Go into the room, look it over thoroughly, try to be able to see if there's anything in there, magic related, anything that might be able to try and be able to kind of keep eyes on this room. Really just kind of searching, not necessarily really turning the plates that are upside down, but doing a very thorough search there of the rooms.
Okay.
Anything in there able to show up when we do a check for anything?
No, nothing showing up.
Okay. I'm also going to take about 10 minutes here as well, and I'm going to ritually cast Alarm.
Okay.
Right at the at the door.
Okay.
That should take about 11 minutes here to be able to do so here as well. It'll last for about 8 hours.
What's the component of that? Isn't there a component? It's like a silver.
A tiny bell and a piece of fine silver wire.
But you're a warlock, so you're just using your.
Yes.
Yeah, you're focused because you're a warlock. You have focus. You don't need the component. So yeah, you literally, instead of the wire, you're taking your component and just tracing along the door.
Okay.
11 minutes. Alarm has been cast.
All right. So that's done. And I'm going to, I believe that I've already recast Find Familiar here so that Rayless has returned back there to the form of an owl.
Yes.
With us going into more of a... With us going into more of a like a different area, I might consider rechanging what he looks like.
Okay.
Let's look at changing him to a raven.
All right. So you change into a raven.
Caw,
Little bastards.
Let's see, raven.
Them some sexy fingers on that camera.
Speaking of Raven, I'll let you know right over here. Signed, Raven Black.
Oh, did she signed that?
Yeah. Look at that.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Nice.
Hopefully I get to meet her soon.
God, they're so fucking cool.
Ravens have the mimicry ability, where they can be able to mimic simple sounds that they've heard, such as a person whispering, baby crying, animal chittering, and they can be able to also try to be able to pass that off with other things that they've heard here from before.
Interesting. It's like a Kenku, essentially.
Exactly. Like a smaller Kenku.
Kiri.
Alright, yes, so I'm gonna transform Rayless into a raven.
Okay. Transforms into a raven.
Alright, that should take roughly about an hour's worth of time. And at that point, Kabir's fairly exhausted.
Yes.
Checking the doors here one more time, and then getting ready here to go to bed.
Okay. So you get ready for bed, proceed to fall asleep. Rayless kind of just watches over the room, and with the alarm set, as you fall asleep, you begin to dream of that moment. Of the moment when you're in Drinma's quarters and you fuse the two crystals and that arcane blast hits you and your blood almost began to boil. And as you think of that moment, you look around and you're in an area you've never seen before. You see a shadowed figure standing in front of you with their back to you. And as you call out to them, they turn around. You don't know what race they are. You don't know what they are, but they're wearing a mask. It is golden. I will throw it up in the Discord chat here real quick. And there we go.
Ooh.
They wear this mask. And as they turn around to face you, they speak a word. Return, son.
Do I recognize the meaning of this word?
No. And as return, you hear that word, you feel your blood begin to boil again, and something is awakening inside you. I need you to roll a percentile dice.
Oh dear.
Oh, okay. We have a 36.
36. All right.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Can you roll a d10 for me?
Sure. D10er. 7.
7. Cool. As you have this dream, you wake up. You're a year younger.
What?
You're a year younger.
How would he know? Is his ball sack hanging just a little bit higher?
A little bit less.
It doesn't.
You were
okay.
nice. You made him when you're younger.
Yeah.
You could have made him a 1-year-old.
Something inside you has awakened. And whatever it is, you feel empowered.
So I feel a little younger. I feel like I have a little bit of fry in my step.
Yeah, you got a little more spark in your step. You were young to begin with, but now it's like,
Now
my back feels a little bit better.
Yeah, they're questioning you when you go to get alcohol. Is this guy of age?
Yeah.
Yeah. They didn't have a problem before, but now they're going,
All right. Drinma takes her. So that's you're kind of weirded out by this experience, but again, with this empowerment feeling, you still don't really grasp what the heck is going on. But you see Rayless kind of watching over. Alarm is still set and it hasn't gone off, and you're just like, you're very tired. With the events of yesterday, you're still tired. You take the fucking deal with it in the morning approach.
So a normal
Roll
approach
over
for
and
all
go
of
right
us.
back to bed.
This is fine. Mal takes her long rest. She is dreaming of home and of the seals.
Yes, the glorious sound they make.
That's all. That's all I'm gonna get into because I'd like to work with her a little more on that.
Yep.
But Drinma.
So, can I do something before she goes to sleep?
Yes.
Okay. Unless you're gonna do something, then I'll wait.
No. Go ahead.
So Drinma, as she, I assume everyone's in individual rooms, right? I just want to preface that, right? Everyone's in their own individual room.
Yes, individual rooms.
Okay, so Drinma always sleeps with a shirt off, so shirt obviously comes off, keeps pants on. And she...
Time out.
Yep.
Yes. I have to retcon. I read it wrong. You're 7 years younger.
Oh boy. Now they're
You're
really
7 years younger, Kavir.
Yeah,
now they're really questioning you if you should have alcohol.
Oh shit.
Yes, you're 7 years younger. So this, you do notice the age change.
Now your scrotum is quite a bit higher up on you now.
Wow.
I
Okay.
said you were nice. You could have made him a 1-year-old.
No.
Okay. So
just a toddler. I can't put you to test soon.
Eldritch Blast!
Eldritch Blast.
wow. Okay. So I am 23 now.
Yes.
Damn,
Instead of being 30.
Wow.
Yeah. You are now 23.
All right. So
I read that. I read the parentheses wrong. That's my bad.
The parentheses.
Yes.
There's gonna be like a flashback where like the hair looks different, and I have like a mullet now instead.
Yeah.
Reverse mullet. He had the party in the front,
those are
business in
the
the back.
days.
Yeah. Thank you for the correction, feet.
All right, so hair's probably quite a bit shorter.
Yes.
Actually, let's go ahead and say that rather than it being, down to like neckline, when it gets brought back there in that ponytail, it's actually like a lot closer, actually very, very short ponytail. Actually very similar to that of like Corbin's.
Okay.
Think like a young Ragnar.
Okay. Yeah, thank you for the correction. I appreciate that. I read the damn thing wrong. But anyway, so Drinma, what were you doing?
Obviously shirt off. Obviously. She pulls out her greatsword from its sheath, and she lays it on the floor, kind of sideways, so point to left to right. And she kind of like gets down on her knees, and she kind of sits on her knees, kind of almost like in a meditative state.
Okay.
And she just kind of stares at her greatsword and just uncontrollably sobs.
Which greatsword are you sobbing into?
I would say it's the greatsword of warning, because that's the one that she's attuned to.
Sword. She's got a great axe.
Yeah, she has a great axe and a great sword. Okay, so yeah, the warning one. Okay.
It just uncontrollably sobs.
Okay.
It starts reciting Lefty, Barnaby, and just every one of her crewmates.
Except Lupin, because he was a traitor.
When she gets to his name, breathes a soft sigh and says Lupin, and just kind of sits there with her thoughts.
Okay.
Since I have some memories, I'm gonna go ahead and do it.
Yeah, okay. So you do that, and you're still that kind of drains you emotionally, because this was your crew for a while.
Mm-hmm.
But because of the long cry you just had, you're able to fall asleep soon.
Do you want me to give me my best sob and cry? Just on me.
Go ahead, get in character. There it is.
There.
Very good. Very good.
Where's my Oscar? Where's my Oscar?
Sounds like Leo. Okay, there, Leo.
You love me. You really love me.
You tolerate me. You really tolerate me. You proceed to fall asleep, and as you begin to dream, you're back on that plane of
Is it an airplane?
nothingness.
Airplane? Oh.
Yeah, airplane. That plane of nothingness.
Mm-hmm.
And before you stands Tira Miran and the Kotal Jazarian. And Tira looks at you and it's like, walk with us.
She does.
As the three of you walk, Jazarian kind of just hovers above you guys.
Right.
And Tira says to you, how's your pilgrimage been?
It's been hard.
I understand that. I know what you're about to do tomorrow, and I know the feelings you have. But no, I'm with you. You were chosen for a reason, Drinma. The forces of evil, the forces of darkness, they're stronger than the light. And the things you're experiencing I experienced as well. You'll find your way. You'll find your answer. It may not be tomorrow, it may not be a week from now, but you will find it. Just know that... As she looks up to Jazurian, we chose you for a reason. Don't ever lose faith in that. Just like we don't lose faith in you.
But Tira, why must this be such a hard walk? Why is this path before me so difficult? My pilgrimage is for self-reflecting, looking inside and seeing the person that I am. But why is it so hard?
Because it makes you appreciate the things that you fight to protect. We can choose anyone. I could have chosen anyone, but I chose you because the path you have to walk, at the end of that path, you realize that yes, the world is covered in darkness, that there are individuals that crave power and authority more than the protection of others. You have to walk this hard path because when you reach the end, you see exactly why. That you see everything you fought for, everything you lost, everything you want to protect. That's worth fighting for. That's worth struggling through.
But why must this path of light... Why must I walk it? Why can't the path of darkness, which seems so sweet to some... Why must I be better than that?
Because I knew you'd be better than that, Junma.
But how could you know? I feel I'm one step away from the abyss. I mean, I thought Alistair and I were walking on some sort of path of light, and he's an abomination. He is nothing but darkness.
The Alistair you knew is not gone. The Alistair you face is that. He took that plunge. But yet here you stand, still looking towards that darkness, still looking towards that abyss. That's why I chose you. Because you can stare into the abyss, you can stare right back at that darkness and fight it. And, for lack of better terms, Drinma, to tell it to fuck off. I haven't lost that faith in you. It's a hard path, I know, and I'm sorry. I can't apologize too much. Look at the path I had to walk. I sacrificed my entire life to seal these overlords. I see me in you. I know you. I know you, Drinma. And you have good friends surrounding you that will help you not fall into the abyss. And as she finishes that, Caesarian kind of like floats down and wraps around her. Time, Drinma. Wake up. You get your long rest and you wake up. And that's where we're taking our break.
Because I'm feeling we're about to get our shit kicked in.
Fun.
Alrighty.
Did Hannah make it back from her appointment?
She did. She
go to bed?
Yeah, she's gonna be getting ready to go to bed here in a few.
Well, getting a tattoo is exhausting.
Yeah, well, she's got a lot of backstory that I'm going to throw at her, so you can just fill her in on that.
Okay.
I really want to get another tattoo. I gotta, I gotta add more to this.
We gotta get our D&D tattoo.
Yeah, we got to do it. All right, so we will be right back, everyone. We're going to refill on drinks, go to the bathroom, and we'll be back in 5 minutes.
Okay.
See you soon. And we're back. Welcome back, everyone. We're restocked with drinks and bathroom breaks.
Grab some snacks.
Yep. So, picking up where we last left off, everyone got their long rest. It is now the 4th of Nim, which would make it W-I-R. About 8 o'clock in the morning. Rayless helps. What you doing?
Shara is going to wake up, put all her...
Would you say she's gonna wake up? Grab a brush and put a little makeup.
Wake up! Yeah.
I was gonna better with a checkup.
But listen.
Wake up, put on all of her clothes and armor and all that.
But why'd you leave your keys up on the
Kind of sit and meditate and prepare.
1 or 2.
Cool. Yeah,
Brian's mad at me because I ate all the goldfish.
Bitch.
Oh, all the goldfish, Bryant. You should have known better.
Kavir's gonna wake up and he is going to start trying to be able to rub the sleep out of his eyes. Brushes his face there real quick and realizes that there's nowhere near as much stubble as there once was here from before. He's actually feeling a lot more clean shaven. He starts running his hands through his hair and realizes that it's almost all gone.
He also has an erection when he woke up too, and he goes, "What's going on?"
Why do I have morning wood?
The hell is this? Walks up, immediately rushes over there to the mirror and just sees a younger version of himself just staring back at him. And he blinks for a few seconds, tries to, splash some water on his face, tries to something to make him, feel like, am I dreaming? And realize that he is just very different. He also feels a bit lighter, about 10 pounds lighter here as well. He looks in the mirror and says, "Oh, this can't be good." He's actually going to take about 10 minutes, and as a ritual, he is also going to cast Identify on himself. Because you can do that. If you touch a creature throughout the casting, you can learn what spells, if any, are currently affecting it. Mr. DM.
Wild magic, buddy.
And would Kavir be familiar with wild magic?
Kind of.
Kind of.
That's quite the description.
I was about to say, that's just general enough for Identify.
With your background, you know that there are certain sorcerers in Eberron that when they cast magic, that the magic kind of goes wild. So you're starting to deduce that that dream you had kind of sparked wild magic in you and made you 7 years younger.
And Kavir is just all of a sudden it's very different. he's actually going to try and be able to practice some of the spells here from before, and then also try and be able to maybe see if he knows anything differently. A mix of like the minor illusion that he has. He tries to make like a like another rayless out of just an illusion.
Okay.
He casts prestidigitation to just thoroughly clean himself, so he is just able to skip a shower here entirely. With a glass of water there on the table, he looks over at it and says, "Okay, let's try this." Reaches his hand over and tries to see if he can't be able to make it colder.
It gets colder.
Looks down at his hands and tries to see if he can't be able to maybe shape it into something. Like try to like change its form so that it's not just what is inside the cup. He's going to change it into. He's going to change it into like a great sword, if he can. Maybe like a model of one, or at least maybe something about as big as he can be able to do there with whatever water might be, like freshly available there to him.
So it doesn't take the form of a great sword because of how much water is in there, but it does take the shape of a long sword.
Made of water or made of ice?
Made of ice.
He's like, holy shit. Kind of starts swinging it around. Somewhat skilled with some weapons, but not that much here with the long sword, but he still understands that there's a pointy end.
The pointy end goes in the bad guy.
It's good.
Easily done.
Look.
So this room, are there any windows?
There's one window, yes.
Okay. Can you see anything there from the outside of the window?
You can see the street and the few buildings that are around the tavern.
Okay. He's going to place the actually he's gonna try and be able to reshape the long sword into looking more like a target, and place it down there on the table. Step there to the other side of the room, hold out his hand, and he's gonna try and see if he can't be able to move it from where it is, and cast Mage Hand.
So you watch as a spectral hand just appears out of thin air and starts to move the target.
So not like...
Not thing.
Not thing. I know what you're going for. I wasn't going to let you have it.
I love where you were going with that.
Oh, but I want it to be.
I know.
It would have been great if Mage Hand was thing.
I'm sure I can make it kind of, do that, because I'm kind of controlling
I'm sure you can make it work.
Just...
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
This is pod racing.
And as he's holding it up in the air, he is going to point at it here again, and he's going to whisper, Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
And he's going to fire one off here at it. Do I need to give you a roll?
Yeah. You'll probably hit it.
Probably will.
Unless you roll a natural one.
Definitely not a natural one.
Yeah, you're good.
25.
And also invoke the Grasp of Hadar in the process.
Okay.
If you want, I can describe that one.
Yeah, go ahead.
So the Eldritch Blast no longer looks like how it did here from before with its greenish like tint. It's actually like much darker, like almost like black. And once it strikes into it, it's like almost like wraps around, almost tentacle-like, and actually pulls it like 10 feet here towards me. And Kavir kind of just catches it there, kind of midair, so it's still kind of flying. He's like, this is different.
I like this.
Well, I've seen enough videos to know where this is.
Jeez.
Well, these are very interesting. I wonder one last thing, and thinking of like how his like prestidigitation could be able to create different sparks. He's gonna walk over to like the nearest metal object and try to be able to run like a current electricity through it.
Okay.
By casting
Would
shock.
Bashara have heard the Eldritch Blast hit the ice target?
Oh, I mean, I'm not being subtle at all about that.
I was gonna say, 'cause-
Yes, you would hear this.
Okay, Bashara's gonna come running to Kavir's room. Because she literally just heard
Boom, boom.
magic explosion, and in her mind, you're being attacked by something.
Okay.
So as you walk in, you're watching as he
Oh no, she's literally like busting in with the sacred flame like in her hand, ready to go.
make a strength check because you're trying to bust down a door.
Yeah, 7.
So as you're casting prestidigitation to send that electrical current through that piece of metal, you literally hear da 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 bonk. Ah shit.
Kavir is just gonna like drop down, let go of the ice, probably gonna like shatter it there on the floor. He's oh shit. He's gonna ready an Eldritch Blast in his hand, walk over there to the door, and slowly start to kind of creak it open.
And you see Bashara just standing there with a giant ball of fire in her hand.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Are you okay? I heard an explosion and Eldritch and magic, and are you okay?
And he looks about 7 years younger.
Why do you look younger?
Come inside.
Okay.
He opens up the
Flame
door.
extinguishes. Bashara walks in.
The alarm goes off.
Yep.
This sounds just like bells just going ding 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 ding. I'm like, shit. Sorry. Let me just get rid of that. And tries to just remove the alarm spell that he did here previously.
Okay.
Close the door and it says, something happened last night.
Apparently, you have short hair and are clean shaven.
I promise I didn't just. I promise it's not a phase, Mom.
Oh boy.
You have a stump instead of a ponytail.
It's not a phase, Mom.
Yeah.
You just don't get me.
If I said that I had a really weird dream, would you believe me?
I'd be apprehensive, but my experience with dreams... Yeah, I'll go with it.
Okay.
What happened in this dream?
There was an individual cloaked in gray, wearing a goldish mask, blue eyes.
What did the mask look like?
Gold, elongated, almost draconic-like. Blue eyes, purplish irises here as well, with like a bluish hue around the edges.
Would that mean anything to me?
No.
Okay. I have no idea what the individual is, but
Words were whispered, and I don't understand them.
what did they say?
Brian, you said that the word whispered was return?
Return.
Return. The word was return. And before you ask, I don't know who this individual is.
And the next thing you know, you woke up and you were this.
Younger. I look younger. I feel younger. But I also have newer abilities. And I show off, some of those cantrips that I was, like casting off there. Between Mage Hand, shaping of the water by kind of cleaning up, like the ice there on the ground, and shaping it back there into the cup. Running electricity through it here through shocking grasp. And I look at her and I say, I couldn't do this before. At least not before last night.
Would I have any idea what would be going on?
No.
Not even with my
No.
studies or anything
Not
like
with
that.
your scholar background. That your scholar is tied to your Kalishtar background. This is weird.
I mean, to be fair, hold on.
To be fair.
Where's my scholar background? It says when you attempt to learn or recall a piece of lore, if you do not know that information, you often know where and from whom you can obtain it.
Where and whom are two things you don't know.
Okay.
I like where your head's at.
Mm-hmm.
But no.
Into it nicely.
Okay. Well, Kabir, I can't exactly tell you what's going on or why or how, but cool.
What about when?
Who?
I mean, maybe these new abilities will come in handy today. Hopefully we don't need them, but hopefully they come in handy.
Oh, speaking of handy, then I cast Mage Hand and I make it crawl across the ground.
Okay.
Jesus.
And I look at it and go, ah.
That was terrible.
It's like,
Well.
Yep, you definitely turned into a child.
Well, parlor tricks, right?
Oh my lord.
Well, perhaps we should go check on the rest. Go check on everyone else.
I have a feeling everybody's probably going to be up and getting prepared.
I just don't know what I'm going to have to be able to say about all this.
Well, I would say don't say anything until you have to.
Alrighty.
This is probably not the day to explain, oh hey, I got younger and I can do more things with magic.
Don't worry, everyone understands that.
But then there's the whole explanation behind it.
Let's just say magical accident. That might be...
A happy accident.
Yeah. If anyone asks why you look different, just say magical accident.
There we go. Would be a good way to...
That's generally the umbrella explanation.
That's awesome.
Magical accidents. Okay. Good. Well, let's go find the others, and thank you for running in to check on me here.
Well, when I hear magic and explosions, my first thought is usually someone's getting attacked.
Oh, good looking out.
Yeah, we hear that, Chris.
My bad.
Does the elephant just sleep?
Wiggle, 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 yeah.
Yeah. Wiggle, yeah.
I'm sorry, that was hilarious.
Anyway.
Anywho.
Drinma,
Yo.
what are you doing as you wake up in the morning?
Yeah, Drinma's just gonna get up, just like she's done a million times before, knowing that there's a battle up ahead.
Okay.
Yeah. Doesn't dawn anything. Well, I guess, she has a couple things, but dawns
For
whatever
God's
she has.
sakes, put some pants on.
She's
Like I said,
wearing
no shirt. She wears pants, but no shirt. Puts a shirt on and everything. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, just meets up with the rest of the group.
Okay.
Yep. By the way,
So you're the first one down to the tavern area. And as you sit there and kind of gather your thoughts of what's about to happen today, you see Vishara, Mal, Al, and Kavir and Cat Benatar walk down, and Kavir looks a little younger by about 7 years.
good morning.
Morning, Drinma.
Morning. Put on a shirt.
She has a shirt on.
God damn it.
Yeah. Kavir, I have a shirt on. Yes, thank you for noticing. I mean, I too, like the occasional joke and notice things sometimes, but, don't try to pull a fast one on me.
Noted.
Doesn't acknowledge at all of Kavir. So does everyone have a game plan today?
Specifically? Not
You're
entirely
basically
sure.
gonna, or at least I am. I'm gonna follow your lead, Drinma.
That's gonna get people killed. No offense,
None taken.
but that may also not be a bad idea either. We said it was what, Plan B?
Plan B, C, not top priority. Not our top move.
Plan B, C, D was just kill everyone.
If all else fails, you fall back to kill everyone. Yes.
We're hoping it doesn't come to that.
I hope so as well. Now, as much as I don't like the council and everything that they stand for, it's kind of what I've known my whole life. But we're doing things for the greater good, right?
The greater good. Shut it. Hot Fuzz reference, everyone.
No, I'm picking up a
So as you guys kind of prepare, eat your breakfast, and try to figure out what's about to happen, you see Cal walk in with his hands on his head. Well, Junma? The rest of you? Are you ready?
I mean, I was hoping to have some breakfast first. I hope that's not too much of an inconvenience
please
for you.
finish your breakfast, but after that...
We're as ready as we'll ever be.
Yes, I think we are ready.
Thank you again, Drudma. And to the rest of you for doing this.
Thank us after.
I will. Oh, your ship's being repaired, by the way. We have some of our own working on it. Any idea for a crew? kind of out.
Yeah. They all died.
I will be needing more crewmates, yes. It will be a priority. Obviously, this takes precedent over everything else, but...
Jernma, maybe once this is all over and they complete what they need to, maybe...
I don't understand anything that you're saying now.
I don't either. What are you trying to say?
We do charades. We...
Well, I was trying to say maybe you guys could be her crew.
Oh.
I mean, except for the whole them having a life here and running a rebellion.
Well, I did say once they completed what they needed to.
This might have to be taken in stages.
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Just a thought.
Good thought, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Never been much of a bridge person.
You guys were, arrested and hung for treason.
Thank you. You're making me so confident about the mission now.
Listen, it's only treasonous if you get caught.
Indeed. Well, you eat your breakfast and make your way to the cathedral. I'm going to go with my group and start getting ready.
Okay.
Flame be with you, Drinma.
And also with you.
Had to throw an old school Catholic reference.
And lift up your hearts. Ding, 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 ding.
Hey.
So with that, Cal walks over to the barkeep, hands him a little coin pouch of the tab that got racked up to pay for that, and proceeds to walk out.
He looked okay when he got that tab, right? He was okay when he got that tab, right? He wasn't too shocked, like, oh.
No, he's fine.
Okay. I don't want him.
It was just about the price he thought it would be.
Well, very good then. I have a reputation to uphold.
Sorry, this is all I have. It's Uzo. Sorry, this is all I have. It's whiskey.
Sorry, this is all I have. It's vodka.
Sorry, it's not vodka. It's vinegar.
Sorry, it's not vinegar. It's rum.
Oh,
Yikes.
yikes.
All right.
You know, Drinma, if you're looking to rebuild your crew, you always have us.
Well, I wasn't gonna force you into this if you were not willing, but that might be a...
Well, I'm still getting used to air travel, but it's it's interesting. It's fun.
And you will be paid as well.
Extra money doesn't hurt.
This is very true.
Especially since I still have to track down Cortana.
Yes, we have many things to pursue when this is all over with, but at least this step. We'll just take things one step at a time.
We gotta get through this first.
One step at a time. There's no need to rush. I'm trying to think of what the next. I'm trying to think of what that next line in that song is. Take
Oh my
step
god!
at a time. There's no need to. It's like learning to fly, or falling in love.
Learning to fly.
All right. Eat breakfast. Okay.
Okay.
Like the savages we are.
So as you eat your breakfast, leave the tavern, and you guys start making your way to the cathedral, which is in the center of Flame Keep. A lot of faces staring at you. And by you, I mean Drinma. You see about 4 guards standing in front of the door. And as you approach, they kind of are taken back, and you see one quickly turn back, open the door, close the door. And about a minute or two passes, and what looks like the leader of these guards, so the captain. So you've returned, Jinma.
I have.
You know they're in a meeting.
I do. I've I've been invited to this meeting.
By who?
I'm sorry, I can't answer that.
Make a deception check.
Ooh, shit. 21.
Yeah, he believes you.
21!
Oh my god, my deception actually did something.
As he's kind of just like trying to find the words to not let you in, the door opens back up, and one of the other guards proceed. They're expecting you.
Doesn't look at their faces at all, just kind of focuses and just keeps walking.
Okay. Are the rest of you all following?
Assume we're kind of following here behind.
Okay. As you guys walk in, you see in the very center of this cathedral is the silver flame. It is giant, it is burning, and above this, on the second tier of this cathedral, you see Lady Jayla and the Council of Cardinals with the Blood Regent. And on your floor, so below this second tier, you see the older looking dwarf, and then you see Star and Kenneth. I need Cat Benatar to make a general intelligence check.
Stand by.
Nashar's just kind of like gonna go along the back wall.
Okay.
So she's kind of distant from.
17, good sir.
Nice.
17.
Nice.
This is her target.
The Starin?
Darn de Kenneth.
Oh shit.
This is her target that she has been hired from the King's Dark Lanterns to find.
Oh shit.
Defined and
Eliminate.
Boy.
how many people are surrounding the area?
It's just no one's else. It's just you, the council, Jayla, the Blood Regent, the dwarf, and Starin.
So, okay, so all eyes and all important eyes. Okay, let's kill him.
Sun's out, guns out.
Blink dagger to the face.
Blink daggers! No, I'm not doing that.
So as
She just notices, and she is keeping it on like a lower profile as best she can. Just noticing, but always kind of keeping an eye on him.
okay. Stop it. So as all of you walk in following Drinma, you see the council kind of stop talking to Lady Jayla and look down towards Drinma. The chosen daughter has returned, I see.
I have returned.
That's a terrible time. What brings you back home?
I have been gone for some time. have left this great nation a feeling of unease. I wish to merely just talk.
Talk about what, Drinma?
Surely you must understand things that are going on in the world.
We do. That's why these two are here. And that is why he is here. And as he's, Cardinal Mio says that, a door opens up, you see Safeguard, and you see Merrick's.
I see. Have they been harmed in any way?
No. We have questions for them. Certain things we've learned that Merrick's has been up to. And as the guard brings in Safeguard and Merrick's looks at Starren and is wide-eyed. And you just hear him say, "You're dead. You shouldn't be here." Starren just kind of smiles and continues to look up towards the council. So what do you want to talk about, Drinma? The fact that you caused chaos just outside our walls?
Me? Oh, no. I am not the harbinger of chaos and destruction. I think you know who has been the one on your doorstep causing these things.
As you say that, the door to the right on your tier opens up and you see Alistair walk out. I don't think you mean me, Drinma.
You're looking...
alive?
It's weird, we finish each other's...
Sandwiches.
God damn it!
Yes, I wanted someone to say that so much. Thank you.
I couldn't bring myself to do it. I couldn't bring myself to
I'm
do
so
it.
happy. I'm so happy you did it.
Is Bashar able to use her, since we were told that Starren was supposedly dead, but then he showed up here alive.
Are you asking
Would I be able
to
to use
use
my Eyes of the Grave?
Yeah, you can use Eyes of the Grave.
Okay. Do I detect any undead?
There are no undead in this building right now.
Okay.
Does Alistair, like, what is his visual appearance? Does he look exactly like he did? Does he look off? Does he, like...
He looks exactly like he did before he shoved that shard into his chest. But you see that where he inserted the shard...
Mm-hmm.
You are such a 13-year-old.
Insane.
Where the armor plating around his left chest is a little dark. So he's still wearing his plate mail, but right here it's dark.
But there's
Like
no
the
shard?
There's no shard.
Burned the armor?
Yeah, I guess, so is, like, the armor crunched in that, or is it just the armor's normal, it's just discolored right there?
It's discolored.
But the armor doesn't appear to be bent or anything?
No, the armor doesn't appear to be bent or broken. It's that just where he shoved it in, it's discolored.
Well, Alistair, the last time I saw you, you were looking a lot more dead.
We're walking out of a burning airship.
There was that, yes.
Yes, there was that.
How does the Cardinals feel with you somehow miraculously being alive?
That I am indeed a champion.
You son of a bitch. She'll say, you son of a bitch. Always have to be the one up, huh?
I've been playing catch up to you for years, and now we're on even ground.
Is that what we are? Level playing field.
Except one of us doesn't run from danger. But you're here for this meeting. Would you like to listen what we have to talk about?
You know, I had other things going on in my day, but looks like my schedule opened up. I'm all ears.
At this point, you see Lady Jayla kind of make her way forward. I can sense there is a lot of bad blood here, and I don't like it. Drenma, you, like me, are chosen by this flame. Why is there such ill will? Before you can answer, High Cardinal Crozen kind of interjects. My lady, there is such ill will because, well, she left. She's supposed to be our protector, our defender, and she left. You, next to her, the one that's... this flame speaks to you daily. She turned her back on the flame.
Vishara kind of interjects from the back. Hey! She wasn't talking to you. She's talking to Drenma. You should let Drenma speak.
I'll let her speak when I am finished. I am her counsel, and I oversee the decisions that are made for all of Thrain, so I don't know who you are, but know your place. You are an ant in this establishment.
And you're an ass.
We have no donkeys here. I don't know what you're talking about, Vishara.
Lady Jayla holds up her hand. Drenma. Your answer?
I've been taught, even here within these walls, about the flame, about the world, about our place in it, our ideals, what we should think, how we should love, who we should hate. And after everything that had happened in Shadowkar, I found less love and more hate in this world.
The door open because Pat.
It doesn't mean... It doesn't mean that I hate that I disregard the flame. It doesn't mean that I disregard my country. But I saw less love and more hate with the people that I thought I cared about.
What happened in Shadowkar was tragic. We lost many people that day, and I As I've learned, your father was one of them.
He was.
But, Drenma, it's hard to understand when... I want to believe you, I do believe you, but when you have a great warrior like Sir Alistair and the council that are telling me different things, it skews my judgment. Excuse my understanding things.
I can see that. My understanding is, well, you are still young in this world. You have people having you think for... They're thinking for you, yes. I used to think very similar. I used to have people telling me what to think. Sometimes it doesn't make it right. And sometimes power feeds power. You know that better than almost anyone here.
I do. Belshalor corrupts even inside the flame itself.
Do you not feel it? Do you not see what is happening around you? Not even in here, but in the world.
I know something is happening. I can't put my finger on it. That when the war ended, it didn't end. There are those who think because there's no true winner, they want to be the winning side.
But what if there are no winning sides? What if
there's never a winning side, Drenma. When people take that approach, there are no winning sides. It's what caused the day of mourning. The people of Siri were willing to sacrifice themselves to win, and now that nation is no more. I apologize, Starin, but that is the truth of things. To which you see Starin just kind of like fold his hands and nod. Yet here I am being paid by you to create defense.
Defense.
He kind of looks over his shoulder to you. Yes, defense. My friend here and I have been working together to create a capital ship for Thrain.
Who is your friend? I don't believe he's been introduced.
You see the dwarf kind of turn around and smile. Well, my name is Mallory.
What was it again? Mallory?
Mallorig.
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 Malrig.
Okay.
And the job we have been required or hired for is quite simple. A dreadnought.
A dreadnought?
A dreadnought airship. And as they have so willingly called it, the Flame's Judgment.
It's a pretty cool name.
Sadly, my shards that were to power this airship, we were looking to find a way to power this dreadnought without a Lysander at the helm, without an elemental. They were stolen from me.
As he says that, Drima looks at Kavir. Just kind of like one of those.
Hey, motherfucker.
Like, you checking this shit out right now? Okay.
I think we just found who made them.
But that's...
He's listening in.
That's not possible. How is such a thing... Surely I'm mistaken. I must have misheard you.
You did not mishear me, Miss Drinma. I have created a dreadnought that does not require a Lysander to pilot it, a Kyber shard, or an elemental.
And what would you do with said dreadnought? The Flame's Judgment?
Flame's Judgment, yes.
What will be the use of such a vessel?
As you ask that, he holds his hands up towards the second tier, towards Lady Jayla and the Cardinals. That's for them to decide.
Drima looking at the Jayla and... what is the name again? Cruisin? Cruisin.
You have Cruisin and Mio.
Yeah.
You know Mio personally.
Yeah. Why such a need for a vessel like this? The only time you would need something like this if going to war.
We are at war, Drinma. We are protectors of the light. Even now, the darkness is stronger than us.
I really want to make a joke right now too. It's like, but there are many wars. There's war on poverty. There's war.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
the economic unrest. Have you ever thought about that? You think you're helping the economy, but you're not. Okay. Yeah. Okay. 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 I understand that you're at war, but a vessel like this is some big guns. This is for assault. This is for ending a civilization. This is fire from above.
But we'll toe the world in line to see just how far we will go to protect it. There will be many that hate us. There will be many that think we're just conquerors and not protectors. That is the risk we will take to protect.
So you would commit genocide?
I would never commit genocide. None of us would commit genocide. And he kind of like looks away at that. He is almost offended and...
Insight check.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I'm gonna insight check
He
this.
goes, what? Genocide? Who does that?
Yeah,
Is it hot in here?
Thank God I have advantage on that. Any better? That was a 10.
Nice.
20.
Nice.
20.
Motherfucker has committed genocide on his own order.
So he's lying out his ass.
Oh, he's super lying.
I think you're
But
lying.
he doesn't look at it as genocide. He looks at it as
I'm protecting
my home. The pathway to hell is paved with good intentions type approach. Think that.
And Krispy Kreme donuts. They'll get you every time.
It's a Krispy Kreme.
Now I want fucking Krispy Kreme.
See, look at that. Look at that. They got you hooked.
Hashtag not sponsored.
I know, right?
I wish.
I'm not a...
Krispy Kreme, if you're listening.
Yeah, right.
That or Wendy's.
Oh, yeah. Breakfast Baconator.
Have you had that, by the way? Okay, complete
Yes!
sidebar. Have you had it? I haven't.
Yes.
Is it good?
And the Frosty-Chino. It's good.
Delicious.
Fuck. Okay. Alright, back on path.
Motherfucker's lying out his ass. He has committed genocide.
He hasn't committed genocide.
But he's ordered it.
He's ordered genocide.
It's very, like, lawfully evil shit right there. Yeah.
I'm gonna say telepathically to Vishara and to Drinma, I don't think he's telling us the truth. I think he...
Please, High Cardinal. Who has stepped out of line? Who deserves this judgment? Has judgment already been passed on someone?
Judgment's been passed on a town. They were infected with lycanthropy. Instead of it spreading, we took out the source of it.
Can I insight check that?
Sure, you can make an insight check.
I want to know if he's actually telling the truth on...
Yeah, they were disease-ridden. It was fine.
18.
There was a town that was infected with lycanthropy. Instead of trying to find a way to manage it, he
Killed the entire town.
killed the entire town.
And what was this said town?
Doesn't exist anymore. Why does it matter, Drinma?
Well, you know how diseases are. All it takes is one infected to start a plague over again.
It was Olaf.
Olaf.
Olath.
Okay.
So south of Shadowcar. It's between Angmar Keep and Shadowcar.
Okay.
Does that mean anything here to anyone else here besides Drinma?
Not really.
Okay.
None of us are from Thrain.
Yeah.
Okay. And you can confirm that it was just all those affected.
I made the order, Drinma. I was told it was a success.
That's quite some power that you wield, High Cardinal. So who's next?
Who else has stepped out of line?
No one stepped out of line. Not yet. But this is why we are in charge of the politics of Thrain. The Blood Regent here gives her advice to Lady Jailer. Lady Jailer accepts it, and then we tell her what would be best for Thrain.
So she's your...
There was no saving that town, Drinma. You know this. If one is infected, then all will become infected. Kill the disease before it spreads.
Was there no other way? No healing, no...
There was no time. There was an alchemist that said they could find a cure, but that would have taken them months, There was no time. We were willing to risk our entire country and wait for a few months when we could take out the source.
You have the alchemist's name?
No, I didn't care to learn it.
And my lady, this sounds good. This sounds something that a leader would do.
It doesn't, Drenma. I never wanted it to happen, but I understand it needed to happen.
So instead of finding a way to manage it, you just wiped out the entire village.
I couldn't take the risk of my people. I wanted to wait. I wanted to find a cure, but in the end, the council was right.
Were they?
I hope they were. If you think I'm able to sleep soundly at night that I allowed the entire execution of a town, then please get off your high horse. It didn't come easy to me. I begged, I pleaded. But in the end, the council said this was the best route. And if it's to protect our nation, to protect our people, Jinma, then I agreed. And if it wasn't a success and it comes back to haunt me, then that's my burden to bear.
Vishara is just gonna kind of open up her mind link between her and Drenma, and just say to Drenma, it seems like this council likes to take the easy way out of things.
Drenma thinks, why do I sound like Vishara in my head right there? I don't have these thoughts. It doesn't make any sense. Realizing what was happening. Oh, that's right. They can do that. They feel that they're doing what's best. And that's what concerns me.
Their idea of what's best involves genocide.
Sometimes the best for one is for the
worst for many.
Other. Yes. I understand, my lady, and it takes a wise leader, even at your age, to understand that there's always difficult decisions. And it's a good thing that it keeps you up at night. It is a sign of a good leader and a strong leader. But then she goes and looks at but back to you, Starrin. Out of curiosity,
How the fuck are you still alive?
Just spitballing a couple things right here. You say you can power a ship. I'm just vaguely curious about how something like that so easily could be done. It's never happened in the course of, well, frankly, existence. There must be some shards or something that you're doing. You just can't create magic from thin air.
If you're asking me to divulge, I'm not. But I think this meeting has gone on long enough. Malrig, is it time? Mallory kind of looks around, looks at the flame. I believe it is. And as he says that,
oh boy.
You hear a loud bang, followed by about 20 more. and then you feel the ground begin to rumble.
Oh dear.
As you guys are like feeling the ground rumble and trying to get like hold your footing, the front doors of the cathedral open.
Is it like the really bad acting, by the way, when they're like,
Here, we'll shift the camera to pretend it's an earthquake.
Everyone's moving in different directions. Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
That type of rumbling.
Okay.
The front doors of the cathedral open, and you see the 4 guards. Lords, ladies, we are under attack. Barricade yourselves. And as he says that, you see about 5 Warforged, and Drinma, you would actually, all of you would know this, about 8 Carnathi undead soldiers.
Oh dear.
Oh shit.
Making their way.
Downtown.
Making their way downtown. That's where we're going to end tonight's episode.
Oh.
my god. Fuck! Oh.
I think he did that on purpose so everybody could be there for the battle next week.
Oh.
Plus it's 11 o'clock.
Fuck, dude, it is. Oh my god.
Damn.
Okay. Awesome, man. That was awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah.
Okay.
Chris, if you still want people to leave you comments,
Yeah.
Please do. They're getting really lazy on it. I know. That's just what happens when you have a newborn and work just wants to like
And work like 60-hour weeks. Like
just work wants to kill you. Yeah. Because the world's on fire. How about yours? So
yeah, no, dude, I feel you. That speaks to me spiritually.
oh god. Oh. Shit's a guess.
So,
Shit's so whack.
Are you ready for the assault on Thrain?
Maybe. Who knows?
so they're being attacked by 5 Warforged, and so that we see
That you see.
5 Warforged and 8 Carnathi undead
Undeads.
soldiers.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Great.
Okay.
Lovely.
This is gonna suck.
Was that the signal? What do we do now?
Right. Do we go get Jayla?
That's
Was that the distraction?
This can go so many ways right here too. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh. Wow.
Thrain is under siege.
Under siege. In my pants.
My pants.
This is fun. Good job.
I'm glad we're back. Thank you all for listening.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah. If you're watching this on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. If you're listening to us on Podbean or any Spotify.
By Apple Podcasts. Also, too, real quick. So remember, so I will be uploading these on our gaming channel.
Yes, these are being moved to our gaming channel.
So
we will share the link to that.
Yes.
We were originally posting them on our main YouTube channel. We're now switching it over to the gaming channel because of things.
Well, I think of a lot of it too is because we're going to be doing a lot more games. So like I've got board games and stuff that's going to do. It just will get it.
Yeah, we're trying to keep gaming in the gaming YouTube channel. So
yeah.
And this is a game.
Yes, this is a game.
This isn't a game. This is real fucking life.
Real fucking life, goddammit.
This is
So thank you for listening. We will see you all next week. This has been a lot of fun. Glad you guys have enjoyed.
Hopefully Hannah's back next week.
Yeah, hopefully Hannah, and I know Adrian will be back next week. Maybe Ashley, probably not, but you can play as her. It's totally cool.
That's okay.
So before we end tonight, or as we end tonight, is it Wednesday, my dudes? Love it. I fucking love it every week. I love it.
You know what? At some point, I just imagine we're on episode like 110, and it is Wednesday, my dudes, and he just still fucking does it.
Love it.
We'll have to. We might have to do something different. I don't know. Maybe
At episode 100, we'll all scream.
Is it Wednesday, my dudes?
we appreciate it.
Good session, guys.
Yep. Thanks, everyone.
Good stuff, guys.
Yeah.